What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 10th Man on the Bench podcast. I'm your host, Willis Love. We got some special guests in the building. We got my man Devoren, and we got my man 3AM in the building. So I'm gonna let you guys talk, introduce yourself, and let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. What's going on, guys? What's going on?
Mm-hmm. What
What's
up? What
up,
up?
y'all? How you doing? Tiff man on the bench. You know how we coming, man.
Yes, sir. So a lot of interesting topics has been going on in the NBA. Well, you guys know we always been talking hoops forever, so this is
Yeah.
normal for us. So the one thing I do want to start off with, I want to talk about is Westbrook, most triple doubles of all time,
Mm,
200.
what a
Crazy,
problem. He's a problem.
That's nasty. I mean,
nasty work.
they pulled out Rusty Ratchet. That's exactly what's happening. So they were trying to call him Rusty for years, and guess what? He knocked it off,
But
and
look,
now what?
You know what's so crazy? I just like the way he's playing with Denver right now. Right? It's not too much on his plate. He's playing freely. He's getting bouncing off that energy off Jokic. He got shooters around him. So he's like thriving over there. Like what are you guys are seeing from him? I'm seeing him
I'm s-
kill.
I'm actually seeing him actually mature in his game because
Mm-hmm.
young Westbrook, although I love him, like killer, dunking on everybody, just attacking, ruthless. He don't care what stars on his team. But now I think he's more mature. So now he's playing smarter,
Mm-hmm.
even like I said, older, mature. So I think with that. mm, I could see how, I mean, his game, I think everybody understands his game. So for him to get to that, first off, when he passed Oscar Robinson on the 188, that should have been a big feat. I didn't even know, like when he came up and it was like 200, I'm like, when did he get past Oscar Robinson? Where was I? So
Mm-hmm.
it was a good number that like I could see his game maturing, and it's easy to believe that he's gonna get that triple double.
Yeah,
Rome,
for
what
sure.
you thinking, man? What you thinking, 3AM? What you
Um,
got, man?
3
not
a.m.
gonna lie, man. It's Russ. It's Russ. I mean, at the end of the day, it's really more so of what we knew, what to expect from him, and I think going over there with Mike Malone, right, which is the coach for Denver, he allows his players to play their style of their game, right? I mean, not for nothing. Championship at the parade, Mike Malone, you've seen his true colors. So you already know what that locker room is like. And once Russ got over there, it's kind of like, yo, listen, man, you got the keys, do your thing. We know what you're capable of, do your thing. Because if you think about it, when they paired him with LeBron, they wanted him to be a shooter. You're not a shooter. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not gonna sit you in
Mm-hmm.
the corner and sit there and be like, Russ, knock this down. But besides the fact of it is, every coaching that he went to, every team he went to, they tried to alter his jump shot. So it took away from his dynamics as an actual ball dominant guard, right? They wanted to make him, oh, shoot first, then pass. That's not his DNA. He's pass first, then dunk, then shoot, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
So, you can't really switch that in his genetics, right? Now, being over here in Denver, it makes more sense because if you look at the makeup of the team, it's kind of like he's playing back again with a young Victor Oladipo with Jamal Murray. If you look at the
Mm.
makeup of the team, it looked like again he's playing back with a young Kevin Durant and Michael Porter Jr. If you look up at the team again, you know him playing with Jokic is the same thing as when they drafted Sabonis.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really fire to see how he got the better polished versions of the player that he played with in the past now at the prestigious of his career.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I just love the evolution of his game. And the crazy thing is, like, people don't know how hard it is to get a triple double.
It's
I've
stupid.
only ever had it once. And like, I think that was the hardest game I've ever played because we played against
Yeah.
fake Zach Levine. Remember that? Remember that? That was the only time I ever had a triple double, and that was the hardest thing to do. You just gotta dominate the game.
Yes.
Crazy assists, rebounds,
Yo,
scoring.
Kev, I ain't gonna hold you. I think you played a few games with at least a double double.
Right?
Like you
Yeah.
played
Yeah,
a few games with
yeah.
a couple double, but that triple double. Like I think
It's
that's what
nasty work.
changes. It's nasty work. Like
Yeah.
for Westbrook to, and in some sense, like he don't got a championship, right? So, I mean, not yet. Let's say it that way. But he's cementing his legacy as like all time greats, right? Because he's able to not only show you he can score, but he's a rebounding guard that can assist.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like those elements to his game,
Put you above all and
which
point guard position.
it
Yeah.
sets you somewhere else.
Because you gotta think about it too, at his size, he considered a point guard, but he ball like he a shooting guard. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like
Straight up.
West is what 6'2", 6'3", if not on foul. But
Mhm.
think about it in the same way as Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade is 6'3" on paper, but he's the number one rebounding guard. Like
Shot blocking guard too.
I
Like the
mean,
two
come
guard.
on now.
Yeah.
And then also too, you got to think about like again, like the guards of past time that had these crazy dynamics. John Wall was one of the best shot blocking point guards too. And at the
Mhm.
same
John
token,
Wall was
is
elite.
John Wall. He's a point
Yeah.
guard. So you got to
Mhm.
think about it like this. A lot of these players didn't even get put in decisions for defensive player of the year, which is like okay, what are y'all not seeing? But I mean for Westbrook, you gotta. I mean, even for the tribute to Nip when he dropped 60, and I'm talking about 2020 and 20.
That's
No,
dirty.
2020 and 21. So he
That's
dropped
Yeah.
dirty.
2020
61.
and 21. Yeah.
So I mean, come on now, bro. Like, I mean, that's a straight go getter. You can't even call him a pat statter because he played on a team that could win, but he just had to do what he had to do. So I wouldn't even call that pat statting. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
stat patting.
But yeah, man, Westbrook, we love you here on the show, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You're a legend, bro, to all of us. We appreciate your game. We love
Facts.
what you brought to the league. And man, just keep doing what you're doing. Salute Westbrook, man. And we're proud of you, man. And just keep going. And I hope you guys take it all away somewhat, because I'm still a Miami Heat fan, but I hope you guys do well, but we're gonna we're gonna move it right
Cam
along.
always
And
gotta get a little bit of hate. Just a little.
Hey,
just a little hate. You
just
gotta hate a little bit.
yeah, because them Westbrook Miami Heat pictures was looking great until he went to the Rockets. I was mad.
Right. I was a little heated about that, but it's all good.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
Bronny
I'm taking a
Braun.
break from social media. What does that mean to you guys?
Zero dark 30 Bronny, man. I mean, listen, LeBron taking a break from social media is honestly ideal for the most part, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a situation like that, you need to because remember you gotta hone in on something. Right now, you planning to play in, and yeah, of course, at the end of the day, the playing may be just something simple to other players, but you gotta remember that playing is getting players that don't play paid. You know, like it's a 15-man roster. Y'all all could play at least 1 minute, and y'all all gonna get paid, regardless of what. You know what I'm saying? So again, there's somebody on the two-way that ain't got no bag. There's somebody trying to make it up that finally get called up and they finally get it back. You know what I'm saying? They working hard. So to drop off of social media to lock in, I don't see nothing wrong with that. And I just think a fast from social media every now and then is absolutely fine.
Do you guys think that is super early for him to go zero dark 30? Because usually he does that for like playoffs or like the finals. He's like, yo,
Nah,
I'm off
nah,
social
nah,
media.
nah. To be honest, like I'm just an average guy who goes to work 9 to 5 and take care of kids, my wife. So like for me, I don't really be on social media like that, right? And so if at a celebrity level, he has to be on a celebrity, like he has to be on that social media platform at all times, whether he wants to or not. So for him to say, you know what, I'm gonna just turn off the device, I'm gonna just turn this off, I'm gonna just do that, I think it will impact his performance and mental health. Like,
Yeah.
there's so much nonsense on the social media platform that if he focuses it, like, get that Kobe mentality, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
zero dark 30, like that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that's his thing now. So now we know he about to lock in and for the fans, right? we're going to have an exciting time seeing how he's going to perform because every time he does show up when he does that
And
hiatus.
I think also too more for the fact that like LeBron's not a troll. You know, LeBron's not going to be the one to come back and clap back unless it's necessary. Unlike Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is a full troll. Like he will say what he got to say to you on social media and don't care. But the thing is like nowadays the imagery of LeBron's legacy is no longer about just LeBron. It's about now Bronny, and then now Bryce is coming up. So now it's like even though for so many years we looked to admire LeBron in all of the greatest aspects, now it's being super magnified because now, for example, if something was to come about, they could try to attack his character as a father for some reason. Like, oh, you're being like that. You're sheltering your children. Like, bro, shut up.
Can you
Shut up.
imagine? Can you imagine though how much scrutiny he's been through his whole career? LeBron has been in the limelight since he was like 15.
Since like
Right.
before he got into the league. Like I
Yeah.
Right.
remember when I was coming out of high school, they was talking about him. I'm like, me thinking big headed, like I could beat him. Nah, but
Mm-hmm.
that's a ball player. But they've been talking about him for a while. He's been on the spotlight for a long time. His platform has been big from
Forever.
before even getting to the league.
I mean, grown men before they were like, playing together. It was like LeBron ain't this, not the third, and then this grown men sitting there like, he the real deal. Like at 16, like he's something else. Like ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? And in comparison to like, some other athletes that got the build too before they got into the league. Like for one we know Lance, he was built like a man child.
Mm-hmm.
So LeBron was built like a man child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it transitioned differently because of you know the status, right, of what they did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then also too for what LeBron brings to the table, his greatness was just unmatched. You know what I'm saying? So right there is like when you come out of the gate as the savior of a city that's
Mm,
dying in basketball, and then you really come and do what you got to do at 18. Because remember, he went to the finals like the first few years in the league. If I'm not mistaken, like it's just crazy. So like I mean, it's
Yeah.
nothing you
Finals
can
first
say.
7 years. Yep. Yep.
You cannot say nothing about what LeBron didn't or did do. Like he's the GOAT.
So this brings me to my next question to Devoren because I know he's been on a dunk journey at a older age than an average athlete. Not gonna call my boy old, but
the average
he's
guy,
he's been on,
more
he's
than
been
the
on a
average
dunk
guy.
journey. So you see LeBron, 39 years old, gonna be 40, still averaging 24 points a game, still top five in the league. He just put up 5 straight triple doubles
It's
at his
crazy.
age
Right.
is bananas. So
He
I just
just
want to know how did his performance in any way inspire you in your dunk journey and what you're trying to accomplish on your platform?
Um, let me say it this way. I think his his physical, like just his physical being, it surpasses mine by 1,000, right? So he's 6'8", right? He got me by a few inches. So he's 6'8".
wow.
He's massive in size, 230. He got me
Mm-hmm.
by a few pounds. So now it's like he's supposed to be doing that, but he doesn't only supposed to do that. He does it way better than most people would do it, right? Because there's a lot of 6'8" guys in the league, and he just like does it better than most. And what I would say to that is he challenges me in this way because he's that big. At his body ratio, I should be jumping or doing this at my body. So while I'm only 6'1", 6'2", how can I
Maximize
jump
that.
max out to where he is?
Yeah.
And the only way I could do it is get in the gym and just jump, keep jumping, keep jumping.
Mm-hmm.
So like, but to bring it full circle, let me ask, if you don't mind, like, do you think that he's gonna do this because he's because he actually wants to focus on this, or do you think he's doing like to reach people like me to be more relatable?
I think LeBron's performance is. I think with the Lakers drafting his son, I think that gave him a little more motivation to actually want to
More
still,
fuel in the tank.
yeah, want to still be
Mhm.
in the league. Because I think he was kind of like, look, LeBron is, since he's won championships, his
He knows what
mindset
time it is.
is
Yeah.
win or bust. I don't care about MVPs, nothing. Win or
Mhm.
bust. I'm trying to pass the GOAT. In my eyes, he did, but that's just my opinion. But people, he's trying to pass the
That's just
GOAT.
you.
Yeah, that's just me. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. Listen, LeBron's the GOAT to me. I'm
I'm about
cool.
to say
Nah,
he
he
the
a
goat,
great
bro.
player for
He the
sure.
goat.
He's to me. Listen, I
He-
seen LeBron and Mike.
He
Love
lapped
Mike.
Jordan. Sorry, he lapped Jordan,
I
bro.
I think
Lapped
he
him.
surpassed Jordan,
Yeah, he lapped
and I
him.
think he lapped him.
So
But
and look, that's a little debatable because for
Mhm.
me, Jordan was half his size,
Okay.
Mhm.
playing with monsters versus this is who LeBron is to me. LeBron is the Shaq, not the Jordan.
Hmm.
No one can stop LeBron. No one can stop Shaq.
Hmm.
There were a few people that tried to stop Mike. It's just he overcame them, right?
Mhm.
So Mike and Kobe, the only comparison I would give LeBron would be Shaq because
His
no one can stop him.
dominance, you want to say?
Yeah, bro, nobody can stop him.
I mean,
Even now, still,
yeah.
Like when he says, I'm going to the hole," who's stopping him? Little,
Nobody gonna stand
small,
in front of him. Nobody gonna stand in front of him.
nobody. You could put 3 people there and nobody. That's it.
I've
What-
seen four
right.
and
Just
one,
You
at
need
one
the
time.
and one.
And
But
jumping.
what I can say to attest to, and this is just my opinion toward your opinion, right? Because I can agree with you, but I'm gonna really sit here and say the reason why I think LeBron is really GOAT status is because the era. So again, Michael Jordan was playing against a bunch of, excuse my French, but he's playing against a bunch of old ass niggas that drink beer and went to the
No,
strip
no,
club.
no.
And
Nah.
listen, just hear me out, bro. Hear me
Yeah,
out.
my fault,
Hear
bro.
me
My
out.
fault.
You
Yeah.
feel me? He's and not to say he wasn't playing against nice people either. I'm not gonna say he wasn't playing against nice people, but they were nice. But be for real, he was playing against dudes that was getting high, having sex, and spinning the block, doing it all over again. He wasn't playing against dudes that actually knew how to train properly, that actually condition properly, that actually, if you catch your elbow, you down for real properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look back in the day, they had a dude in a neck brace and he hooping on the Celtics. Like, that is insane.
Bro,
Like,
you know what else too though? Just to piggyback off of the everything that you saying too, because that's very true. LeBron has played in three different
eras.
talent of eras. Like that's great, and won.
And look, you gotta think about it like this too. Look,
Not the first era. He ain't win the first era.
The first,
the first era,
the first era he didn't win.
that's the Dirk
He
era.
didn't win.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The first era was the after
That was the
Jordan.
growth. That was the growth. That was the growth.
Yeah, right. That was the
that was-
after Jordan. It was Kobe, Mike
the-
Finley, Steve Francis, Allen Iverson, Marbury, all those dudes. That was that.
Wait.
era.
It was just the Kobe era, to be honest.
No, because
let's-
Dirk won in Kobe's era.
He did. Dirk is
won.
elite.
Well,
Dirk won.
D Wade won in that era too. Let's keep it real.
Hold on.
Right,
Dirk
but-
won.
Nobody was
Steve
expecting
Nash
these guys
won.
to win.
True,
Right.
true.
But Steve Nash took 2 of Kobe MVPs. So it's over, bro.
No. Not 2 of Kobe's. He took 2 of Shaq's.
Okay,
of
he
Shaq's
did take 2 of
MVP.
Shaq's. He did take 2 of Shaq's.
'Cause Shaq,
but still in all, still in all, regardless of what, yeah, that was a big ass snub. I can't hold you. But at the end of the day, it's who want to play for Phoenix? I'm sorry. But anyway.
I mean, I would play for them right now. I average 34 claps on the bench. Yeah, let's go, KD. Yeah,
Nah, I feel you.
get me that bag.
Like I said, I mean,
34
listen,
claps.
34 claps is insane.
I average
man.
34 claps a game, bro, and
34
5
claps.
Gatorades.
I'm telling you, 34 claps and 15 towel rolls, bro.
Right,
Boys,
bro.
man.
10th man. I'm the 10th man on the bench, my guy.
On the board. Nah, I'm the 26th man on the bench. Word.
I might get in. I might get in.
Like, you're running up, like, yo, you need me to twist your bottle cap, bro? I got you, son.
Right.
Cool.
I'll do that. I'll do that. Give me that job.
40. I'm
Last
good.
man
Katie
on the
got
bench.
40 because of that Gatorade.
Yo, so staying on LeBron, right? So now we got his son, right? So his son's in the league, and a lot of the media outlets have been talking about Bronny getting special treatment. So they're saying they want him to fly with the G League team commercial. He shouldn't be getting all the special treatment. They should have access to him, and he should not be playing as much NBA games as the current NBA roster that the Lakers have. So I want to know, like, what do you guys think about that? Because we briefly spoke on this recently, and I said in another video that Bronny James, these people are acting like Bronny James is some scrub or some guy from the street who didn't really have it, but he was born into the NBA. So it's a different kind of era as opposed to like us trying to get it from the mud. You know, we're trying to earn it. So do you guys feel like Bronny James earned his spot, and what type of player do you think he's going to be?
For me, I think he earned his spot. I think he earned his spot because nonetheless, yeah, of course he grew up in the NBA. His father's LeBron James, whatever the case may be. But look what he did with his body. He transformed his body into being an athlete. Like, that doesn't happen because your father's a super freak athlete. Like,
a little bit, just a little bit.
Oh, okay, genetics is
genetics,
real.
yeah, a little bit. 10%.
But what I'm saying, for the most part,
definitely genetics.
But for the most part, you did the work to get there, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, some people could go to sleep and wake up and be a whole beast and be like, oh, what do you do? I don't know. I just woke up.
I wake up and I will play ball.
Literally, like, I wake up and I do crunches. Like, now I'm very strong. But
or like Kevin. Yo, Kev, you could dunk? Yeah. Yo, what did you do? I just ran some stairs and tried to dunk. Like, that's a freak right there.
Literally,
bro. So sitting there watching something like how Bronny career is transpiring, it's dope because it's only year one, and this is the year of scrutiny for him, right? Everybody's gonna hate, everybody's gonna say something, this and that and the third is gonna be whatever it is. All right, cool. Now when the limelight is finally off of him and he gets to actually hone in on his skills, that's when we'll be like, oh, just like any other NBA player that had to develop in the league that we finally like now. You know what I'm saying? So just give him some time and give him some grace. The man got there. He, like I said the other day, he applied for the job and he got it. No matter how he got it.
I want to speak to the access comment that the media outlet is saying that he should be accessible to the team and all that stuff. First of all, he's never been that accessible. Let's be real. He was famous before he got in the league. So wherever his father went, he went. Wherever the team went that his father was on, he was there. So it's not like he was always flying commercial before and dudes were seeing Bronny James. Oh, that's Bronny James on Delta. Like, no. So he's not going to do that regardless. And I think he has the best plan for him. He gets to play with the G League affiliate team. He gets to scrimmage. Whatever he learns from the NBA level, he gets to try it out there. And then he gets to polish his game and he gets to watch his dad play. Yeah. Who is a better example than that?
Right.
Who right now?
He's right now he's in the best situation.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
He's in the best. Can you imagine if we had somebody in our neighborhoods growing up playing in the NBA? Like, yeah, we just want to throw you in the G League, but you're gonna watch us play when we play.
Word. Give me that.
And you ain't have to go to 4 years of college. Come on.
Contract for $30,000.
Exactly. Come on. Right. Come on, man.
I'll sit down.
I'm gonna play in the G League because I'm gonna try to put in some work because I want to improve my performance. But I'm playing and watching like the best
both
way
sides
to
of the
learn.
Table. Right.
Yeah, that's the best way to learn.
Like the dynamics is and learn. Crazy. Because you gotta think about it like this: like you're gonna see what you're gonna get playing in the G League because they're gonna let you play freely. Now you're gonna understand when you play in the league, it ain't that free, but you gotta understand the dynamics now. You understanding these referees, you understand how these games are really being played.
There's a whole culture that's in that league. In different leagues. There's a G League culture, there's the NBA culture. It's a whole different thing.
Mm-hmm.
But let me ask y'all this question, right? Now, in comparison of growth and how upbringing goes, right? Deuce and Tatum. Same situation how LeBron raised, Bronny up in the league. Jason Tatum is kind of raising Deuce the same way. His son playing basketball with him, training him how to play ball, and he's raising him up the same way. Do you think that he's going to get the same scrutiny once his son starts to play basketball if he gets to the level where he can play with it?
Yes and no. Not to the level of LeBron James because he's always been a star. LeBron has been the biggest star in the NBA since he arrived. Jason Tatum, like, he turned into a star when he got into the league. So, like, he didn't come in as like, oh, he's the guy. Like, LeBron came in, chosen one. He's the guy. That's it.
Yeah,
like, he even didn't dribble the basketball on the NBA court yet. Chosen one. He's the guy. That's it.
He's the guy right away. Like Jason Tatum, isn't Jason from like Long Island or something?
I'm not sure. We might need to fact check that.
But nobody knew of him like how they know of LeBron. LeBron came in elite.
Well,
that's it.
What I can say is, I mean, people knew who Jason Tatum was. I mean, not to the LeBron.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not discrediting him.
Just to fact check that, Jason Tatum's from St. Louis.
Yeah, he's from St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Okay.
Just
what I'm saying is, because if you got to look at it too, in comparison, LeBron's first 7 years and Jason Tatum's first 7 years, they both been to the playoffs back to back. You know what I'm saying? Since Jason Tatum got to the league, he's never missed a playoff. Now, he's never missed a playoff. He had 2 finals appearances and 1-1 within 7 years. So it's kind of like similar in a sense, but not to the magnitude, I guess, star power. Because also, too, you got to realize Jason Tatum's personality isn't loud and flashy. He kind of timid, kind of chill. He's not going to say nothing, as you seen in Team USA. He ain't get no buckets, but he won the championship. You know what I'm saying? So Derek White got all of his time. Derek White ate his minutes. But at the same token, it's like.
But even for how do you feel? Even for like Zaire Wade and even for Kyan Anthony, right? Because the big three, Bron, Wade, Melo, they got their kids all trying to go to the league. Different level of scrutiny though. Kyan Anthony's getting a lot of love. Do you feel like, is it because he's performing better at that level, or it's just because LeBron James' son? People just
yes and no. He's the underdog, and he's actually performing better. Like there's no question that he's performing better. But I think because he's the underdog, they give him that leeway to mess up. Whereas you are the GOAT's son.
Because I remember they did that to Marcus Jordan.
Yeah, so like
I remember they did that to him.
They smoked him.
Yeah, OD. But
he didn't have a chance. He didn't have a chance, to be honest.
I want to say with Kyan, his situation compared to Zaire's situation and Bronny's situation is way better because it's structured. You know what I'm saying? So the structure, that's why. So it was already set in stone.
You talking about the structure of how his life was set up, or how his life
was set up, and how it was propelled into the direction that it was? Because you got to think about it.
With LeBron's all his money, all his trainers, and people love LeBron. You think it's still the structure was set up better?
I think so too. Because like Melo,
he ain't play with him. And he sheltered him from certain stuff until the time was right.
And Carmelo has more time. Like he had more time when like LeBron's still playing.
Remember when Melo was out of the league? He was able to lock in with his son.
Yeah, he locked in with his son.
And get him tough because remember Kyan was hooping, but he was small, timid. When he was out of the league for I think 2 seasons, 3 seasons, something like that, he was able to lock in and hone in. Then he came back for the bubble year. After that, that's when he started to realize, well, shoot, my son, he's growing bigger. He's starting to have some type of real talent. Next thing you know, Kyan is actually nice. You sit here like, wait a minute, like you a bucket, but you need a grit to you, right? What it is like he had the softness to him, but he didn't have the I'm a dog yet. You know what I'm saying? Now he a dog. You know what I'm saying? He number 1 in New York City. He a dog now. So with Kyan Anthony, I feel like because of how Melo structured his way, you know what I'm saying? And not saying like he did this, he moved this around, he did this. No, Melo gave Cayenne the keys to the car, but he told him like, listen, you gotta follow this GPS, right? You follow this plan, you stick to this map, you're gonna be here, and when you get there, I got you. He finally got to there on the GPS, and he's like, I bet this is what we're gonna do now. So now if you see like how he trains with his pops and how he like actually his mannerisms too, like Cayenne Anthony is a pro at a freshman college level, which is that's great. And then now the fact that he going to Syracuse to carry the torch is even dope. So it's like you can't be mad at how that played out versus how Bronny's situation played out, or versus how Zaire's situation played out. Because again, with Zaire going straight to the G, but his body wasn't ready for it. You could tell.
Definitely wasn't ready for that.
Like he couldn't he wasn't stronger than nobody.
He couldn't handle the hits. He couldn't handle it.
He couldn't handle it. Every time you could see like even somebody put him in a post, he getting smoked. You know what I'm saying? Even for Bronny, why do you think nobody gonna put him in the post right now? If somebody put Bronny in the post right now is over because these are NBA body ready. You know what I'm saying? So
against those guys, it's
exactly. Now I'm not gonna say that Cayenne Anthony gonna have like NBA body ready. No, because Melo want him to do 4 years before he come into the league. So develop there, get out. Because now if the league don't work out for you, guess what? You got a degree that got a plan for you somewhere too.
And you got NIL now. Boop.
Oh, so
you got a bag coming in.
Money. There's no reason for you to leave school unless you want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're not gonna let him leave because there's no reason to leave. You get money, go to school, get out. Now come here and do what you want to do. So if you really want to be a hooper, bring that talent over here and make it transition.
Well, we all happy for Cayenne Anthony. I think he's going to be a fantastic player in the NBA. He's already great now. #1 high school player right now. So speaking of the Anthonys and Carmelo, him being an Olympic player, I want to get to another Olympic player, Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry. So there's been chatter around the league and around the media outlets, people talking about Steph Curry deserves to be in the GOAT conversation now. I just want to know how you guys feel about that. 4 NBA titles, 2 unanimous MVPs, Finals MVP, Olympic gold medalists. Do you guys think that Steph Curry deserves to be in the GOAT conversation?
Of course.
100%.
I mean,
and I'm gonna just say my reason, like my personal gut feeling of the reason is same reason for why I think Jordan or Iverson would be in a GOAT conversation, right? LeBron, all of these guys. Anybody, for me, the definition of the GOAT is you're good at what you do, 1. 2, you've literally revolutionized how people actually play in real time, how they dress, how they walk, how they talk. Like when, let's scale it back 10 years. Nobody was shooting bomb threes. They were shooting threes, but they wasn't shooting bombers. Now they shooting bombers. They turn it around, acting like they're that. You're not Steph. I haven't seen people like do the Steph joint.
And now everybody doing this joint now. Everybody doing the night joint. Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. Like he's revolutionized the game, not in just the NBA, at the court down the block. He's changed it. So like for me, he's definitely in the GOAT conversation.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I'd be surprised if somebody would be against it. Anybody, Stephen A. Anybody. Like, if you're against him being in the GOAT conversation as a nominee, I don't know what to tell you. He's literally changed the game. How people are playing. Big men are shooting threes. Like they're playing like Steph Curry, and you ain't got it like that. But you gonna do it. You're gonna do it. I got a center who's 6'9" shooting threes, and I'm like, you missed every time. You still shooting? But he's bringing people's confidence up. He's actually making people shoot better.
And you know what it is? You know what it is too? I think because Steph Curry, like LeBron's build, his build alone is like so unobtainable for most people, right? But Steph Curry looks like
he's
the average guy that goes to the office, goes to work, maybe go to Starbucks and get coffee. He'll be at the local LA Fitness YMCA type of guy, but he is such an amazing talent. It's crazy.
But see, the craziest thing though, with Curry build on TV, it looked like that. in person,
He's actually stacked.
He's built like an Olympic runner.
Mm-hmm.
They said that they did a study on him. They was like Steph Curry body he's like an Olympic runner. Like he's actually really big. Like he looks small on TV because everything.
That's because he's standing next to monsters.
Yeah, right.
Next to monsters.
This man, like when you in front of him, he's a house. You like, wait a minute, hold on, like it's crazy. So even this today, like I actually seen the NBA player today at my store. Kyle Quinn, he played for the New York Knicks. When I tell,
shout out to Kyle Quinn, shout out to him.
Yo, for real, shout out to Kyle Quinn. It is so weird about how big they really are. Like they're really giants, He came in the store and his store got dark. I said, wait, hold up. So I looked up. I said,
"Yeah, storm coming or something."
I couldn't believe it. I said, "Wait a minute." I looked up. I said, "Yo, you play for the Knicks?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Can I get your autograph?" He said, "Sure." So
yeah, that's how I looked at Larry Johnson when I met him, another Knick player.
Johnson big.
Yeah,
I got his autograph.
Wow! Shout out to that boy. Let's go! Yeah, let's go. That's fire. That's fire right there.
Yeah, but not just to go back to the Steph Curry thing. I know I just went off on an audible. That's me, y'all. That's me, y'all. I stay doing that. But for the Steph Curry situation, he's the GOAT. I mean, it's nothing you can really say or do about the fact that he revolutionized the game. Like even how Devoren said, shooting from half court. I mean, he even helped. He even helped change my game. You know what I'm saying? Because beforehand, I wouldn't want to take so many shots, but then after I see him going for a full clip, I'm shooting everything that I can see now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Steph is special, and we appreciate everything he's done for the game. And to me, he's one of the GOATs. He's not the GOAT, but he's one of the GOATs. He has the potential to become the GOAT because he can still go, he can still run. But that one man still playing, so
that one guy.
And he might go to 47. I don't know. He might go to 40 because his other son coming in. So he might go to 47.
Not gonna wait that long.
Nah,
45.
I don't know.
I think LeBron going for a baseball retirement. You know how you can 45. I think he's gonna pull a 45 because you can retire at 45 in baseball.
I think he's gonna pull a. I'm done.
I think he's gonna be. That's it. Like,
I'm good. Like I'm good.
He got his rings. He got his bands. He's gone.
2 more years. I mean, 43.
Maybe.
43.
I mean, Lakers won 6 in a row. JJ Redick obviously got them at the number 5 offense in the league, so they have a high chance of making the finals. So,
that's another thing I want to talk about too.
That
dynamic.
Yeah, the coaching. AD averaging 30 and 10. LeBron averaging 24 and 8. Dalton Connect 9 3-point makes, averaging 24 points a game. D'Lo off the bench been working. Man, I'm telling you,
it's just crazy how you get JJ Redick in the mix, and that's how good of a basketball mind he is. He understands how to unlock an Anthony Davis with a LeBron James, bring in some real live shooters, and make everybody work correctly. And this is exactly why, when you really think about it in retrospect, Bronny is good. Because he got JJ Redick, he got LeBron, and he got all of those people behind him that are shielding him from the noise so he can focus on what he got to focus on. And that's not to say like, oh, they're protecting him because he's a kid. No, they're making sure that he can make sure he's going to be as great as he can possibly be. You know what I'm saying? These people been in the media for years getting smoked. AD getting smoked. Oh, you got dead ankles. You's a bum. You're washed. You know what I mean?
Dead ankles is crazy.
Right, like LeBron, you're the wash king. You know what I'm saying? Oh, D'Angelo Russell, you's a snitch ass bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got people around him that can make a wall. You know what I'm saying? Then they got, JJ Redick, how you go from being a high school coach to now being an NBA coach for the Lakers, and guess what? You got a fucking phenomenal record. So I hate the fact that people get I love the fact that people get proven wrong, but hate the fact that y'all still want to find something wrong about it. Like, shut up.
Yo, I said that in one of my videos. people,
Enjoy the
too much
game.
people have too many opinions now. It's too much.
Everybody think they're an expert.
Right. Everybody's an analyst, an expert. Listen, I'm not an expert. I'm not an analyst. I just love talking hoops with the bros. That's what I love doing. And I'm not gonna sit here in front and act like I could beat AD and Bron and no.
The worst person on
do it.
anybody's bench is gonna smoke anybody at any court. So
yep, I'm 10th man on the bench. We're 10th men on the bench.
we 10th men.
You know, we appreciate that. And you know, we want y'all to keep it locked here, man. Keep it locked here. Every Wednesday we going up. Today we kind of stream late, but I want to thank my guests for coming on. Devoren and IIIAM. And I would love to have you guys back, man. I think I need to talk to CJ about CJ to add into the cast a little bit. This some good conversations right here. I would love to have y'all coming back.
Oh, I just want to let y'all know too, if y'all didn't know, I'm the best shooter out of the 10th man on the bench. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let it fly, but regardless of what.
I mean, we all play Call of Duty, you know. So that's cool.
We don't all play Call of Duty.
My
fault. I still got the P4.
Hey, Team P4, baby, P4, yeah.
My P4 sound like a rocket ship, bro.
I gotta upgrade, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's it for tonight, y'all. Thank y'all for being on the podcast.
Yo,
appreciate y'all. See y'all next week. Let's get it. 10th man on the bench.
Peace.
Let's go.